Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we got another Halo Infinite video. In today's video we're going to be talking about just a couple new upcoming things that are going to be happening in Halo Infinite. One of which is going to be talking about the shop and pricing and such, and a bunch of stuff like that, as well as we also have information on the next event. So let's get right into this. So first off, let's talk about this new event. So I posted the trailer already up on my channel, so if you guys haven't seen that, go and check that out. But basically next week is when the next event for Halo Infinite is going to start. Cyber Showdown is what they're calling it. It's a free event. They say next week join us for the free Cyber Showdown event in Halo Infinite, kicking off Tuesday, January 18th. So they haven't given like really much details about this, but there was some leaked stuff of what's going to be included. So one of them is like a helmet and a bunch of different armor stuff. So there's a ton of stuff that's going to be coming with this one. Like I said, it's a free event, so it's going to be just like all the others, like the 10-ray events and stuff, where you basically are probably just going to rank up its own little mini battle pass and unlock tons of armor and stuff. So I'm sure they're also probably going to include specific game modes for it. Are they going to include new game modes? We don't really know, but yeah, so that's all the information we really have about that. But yeah, just in 2 days is when that's going to start. Should be pretty fun. And then we also have information about the shop. So the head of design at 343, Jerry Hook, he took to Twitter and he posted this. He says, "We've been monitoring the discussions on the shop, bundles, and pricing closely since launch. Using data and community feedback, we're going to begin rolling out changes to how we package and price items in Halo Infinite. And it all starts next week." So presumably with this same update here on the 18th. So because he posted this on the 14th, so 2 days ago at this point. So like I said, presumably it's going to be coming out at the same time as this update, right? And he also says, starting Tuesday, the shop experience will vary week to week. We are focused on reducing pricing across the board, providing stronger values in our bundles, starting to put individual items outside of the bundles, and more. We'll be trying new things throughout the rest of the season so we can continue to learn and improve for the future. Please keep the feedback coming during this process, and I hope to see you all next week for the Cyber Showdown event. So there we go. I mean, that's proof right there that 343 is actively listening to the community, and that they, they do take what the community says into account. It might not be as cut and dry as like somebody tweets at them and they're like, okay, boom, changed. It's they got to take in lots of different things, besides people just like complaining on Twitter. If they see the community is having like a certain reaction to something, even on just specifically Twitter, but they're not hearing it on Reddit or anywhere else, then, they might just kind of go, okay, well, maybe that's just Twitter. But if, kind of the community at large across like Reddit, Twitter, YouTube, like all sorts of different media, they're all kind of saying the same thing, then it's like, okay, yeah, then they're really going to be like, all right, well, what can we do here? And plus, they don't even just take fan feedback, too. They go into the game's metrics and look at stuff like that. So stuff like weapon balancing. There's talk right now that, like, the pro players want the Mangler to be removed, but a lot of the community at large is like, dude, no, do not remove the Mangler, please. So, there is a lot of different levels to this, but like they're saying, they're tracking a lot of different metrics and stuff. I'm sure a lot of that was like how many people are actually buying this, how much money is being spent, and I'm sure, they got a lot of people looking into this, kind of internally trying to do what's most profitable for the company, right? They're a business, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make money, so they're probably like, okay, if we separate all these items out, maybe we can make more money, because currently, the community doesn't like spending $20 on just like a single item pack. We had that Mr. Chief AI pack. That one was pretty expensive and it was honestly kind of lame, not gonna lie. And we also had the cat ears. I'm pretty sure the cat ears were like $20 as well. So they said like, they're committed to reducing pricing across the board. So I think that, they're probably going to be, we can't give an exact figure, but I would say probably a lot of the stuff would most likely be halved, Ever since launch, people have, been putting out tweets and stuff, just complaining, being like, hey, like back in even Halo 5, we got this for like $10, but then in Halo Infinite, we get a third of that content for $20. And it's like, okay, yeah, well, there's a lot of stuff every single week, dude. Every single week that they put out a new change to the store, it's always gets posted on Twitter and on Reddit and just gets put on blast. People just keep on complaining and keep on complaining about it. It happens literally every single week. And I don't know why everybody's surprised by that, but it literally happens every single week. So I'm sure 343 has saw that and been like, dude, okay, whatever, we got to change this. Obviously, the community's not happy because every single week this thing pops up. But yeah, so should be pretty fun. and good to see that, you know, things are going to be not necessarily all in bundles, but they could be purchased individually, plus the pricing will come down as well too. And in response to this, somebody even asked him, you know, are you able to provide more info on the new prices? And all he says is lower. So okay, you know, we don't get specifics. I'm sure we're going to get, you know, be able to see that once it actually drops. I don't think they're going to give specifics before then. And another thing somebody said is that you wouldn't have to do all of this if you had ways of earning credits in-game. It's the fact that there's no option to actually earn this stuff in-game that's hurting everyone. I get it's free to play, but the promise made was millions of customizations able to earn by playing, but you can't. And he says, I think we need to do both. So I think that's perfect. It's good that even the developers are kind of acknowledging that. You know, he doesn't say that they are working on that, but he says, I think we need to do both. You know, obviously it's kind of probably an internal discussion at 343 going, all right, we know that we want to make money here and that, you know, like people buying stuff is the primary like source of revenue, but the community also wants to be able to just play the game and earn this kind of stuff too, which I think is fantastic. You know, how do you guys think that you should be able to earn credits for it? Keep in mind that, you know, a lot of this stuff is like $20. It's probably going to take, you know, several, if not maybe like 50 hours or something of gameplay to unlock something like that. Like, I don't think it's going to be relatively easy. I could see it being easy. You know, 343 is very generous, but then that would kind of negate the reason to buy it. Of course, you know, the only other reason to buy it would be just to get it faster without having to grind out challenges or whatever else or earn credits. So at least it's being looked into by 343 internally. And I'm glad to see this kind of feedback. You know, this is really good. So all these changes, plus the Cyber Showdown event, should be kicking off on Tuesday, January 18th. Should be a pretty good time. And yeah, I'm really curious to see all that changes with this, to see if they will do any weapon changes with this update as well. And see what they do with the Mangler, because that is a very hot button issue right now with the community. But there you guys go. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know your guys' thoughts on this in the comments down below, and I'll see you in the next video.